All right, hello and welcome to day one. Today we're going to be doing a root chakra grounding and breath awareness practice and meditation. So we're going to begin by taking the right palm on the belly, the left palm on the heart. When you're ready, you'll close down your eyes. And just sitting up nice and tall, begin to feel your heart beat with your left palm. And begin to feel your belly and your chest rise and fall with your breath. And just take one really big breath in. Fill the belly, the ribs, and the heart space. And then take an open mouth exhale. Keeping your hands where they are. Just begin to breathe into your belly. So as you inhale, filling your belly like a balloon, filling it all the way up so it expands outward. And as you exhale, allowing your belly to soften all the way back down. Again, inhale, belly rises all the way out. Exhaling through your nose, belly softens all the way in. Now adding on inhale, belly. And then feel your ribs expand outwards, forwards, backwards. As you exhale through your nose, softening first through the ribs and then the belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, pause at the top, and exhale, ribs, and then belly. Let all the breath go. Adding on, inhale, belly, ribs, and now your heart space. Feel your chest lift up and out. As you exhale, first release through your chest, and then your ribs, and then your belly. A few more like that. Belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. Two more on your own. And after you finish exhaling, take your palms face down on your knees. Keep your eyes closed. Continue to breathe in and out of your nose as you sit up nice and tall. And feel your sitting bones pressing down into the earth as you lift through your heart and lift through the crown of your head. Feel that connection to the earth physically. And then maybe you can feel that energetic connection between your body and the ground, the earth. From here, begin to imagine roots, like roots of a tree, growing out of your sitting bones and beginning to thread into the ground. These roots going downwards all the way to the center, the core of the earth. And feel how they hold you down. That sensation of gravity. And then imagine from the center of the earth, you drawing that energy back up through the roots. So starting at the bottom of the roots, going up, maybe visualizing a white light. Going up and up until they come back into your sitting bones and create a spinning wheel of golden white light at the base of your spine. This spinning wheel represents your root chakra, Muladhara, which is our center of safety and security, where we feel safe and secure in our physical body and safe and secure in our human lives on this planet. It is also where we learn to either live from a place of fear or trust. So allow that connection to the earth to help you to feel supported, safe, connected, and grounded. When you're ready, you'll blink your eyes open. Keeping your hands on your knees, you're going to start to just lift your chest towards the sky. Take a little back bend here. Lift up through your sternum and gaze up with your eyes. On your exhale, start to round your spine, lean back, holding onto the knees, chin to chest. Again, inhale to lift the heart up. Take that little back bend, seated cow pose. Exhale, round and curl, seated cat. And you'll just flow through that about 5 more times on your own, moving to your breath. Maybe the eyes stay closed. And you're welcome to add on little neck rolls or to take some circles as you rock forward and back. Two more rounds of breath. And just continue to move nice and slow. As you inhale, lift the heart, reach your arms up overhead, bring your palms to touch, and guide your hands to your heart center. We'll make our way to a tabletop position. If you're sitting on a bolster or a pillow, you can move that out of the way. Take your hands and wrists underneath your shoulders, your hips over your knees. And then when you're ready, you're going to step back to a high plank position. To really press down into the earth, lift your navel up and in towards your spine and firm up your thighs. From here, take a big breath in. On your exhale, lift your hips high for downward facing dog. And continue to really ground down through your hands. Press down through your palms, and then you can begin to pedal out your feet. Sway your hips side to side, shake your head out. And just begin to create that space in your hips. Create that space in your hamstrings and your calves, and through the sides of your body. And when you're ready, just settle in here in stillness. So feel like your back is rounded, bend the knees a bit, use your core to really lift up as you press into the ground. At the same time, keep your front ribs knitted so the back isn't arching. And when you're ready, you're going to bend your knees a lot, look forward, and step your feet behind your wrists. Come into your forward fold, Uttanasana. And we'll take a ragdoll, so bend the elbows, slide pinky fingers in the opposite elbow creases, and sway side to side. Again, you can shake the head out, yes and no. And just keep breathing in and out of your nose, finding your Ujjayi breath. So you should feel a slight constriction in the throat. Your breath should sound like an ocean wave. When you're ready, hands release to the ground. Bend the knees a lot. Let everything hang heavy. Inhale to slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Once you come up to stand, turn your palms to face forward. Separate the feet hips width distance apart. Draw your shoulders back and down. Firm up your thighs and close your eyes. Lift your navel up and in. And then pick your toes up. Spread them wide and press down through the ball mounds of your big toes, your pinky toes, and the 2 corners of each foot. Feel the arches of your feet lifting, and feel yourself pulling that energy once again up from the ground, up through your feet, your ankles, up through your knees and your hips to the base of your spine. And feel that deep connection, that deep grounding, centering. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale to reach your arms up overhead. You can gaze up. Maybe take it into a little back bend. And then dive forward and fold. Take a halfway lift. Fingertips slide up your shins. Find a flat back. Draw your shoulder blades together. And then plant your palms and step back to your plank position. You can always tap the knees down to modify. We'll take a breath in this, shift forward, and then slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Once you get there, you're gonna tense your fingertips wide off of your mat, point your elbows up, and point your feet back. Press into your fingertips for Cobra, Bhujangasana. Feel your heart open. And then lower all the way back down. And do that 4 more times on your own. So just peeling up as you inhale, lifting the chest, stretching your belly and your heart space, and then rolling all the way down on your exhale. And you're welcome to add on some twists, or you can just stay in that back bend if that feels good. After you've done that 5 times, you'll slide your palms underneath your shoulders, press up to tabletop, and then find your downward facing dog again. Lift your hips high and settle in here. Okay, really lifting the navel up towards the ceiling, pushing into the ground, and pressing down through your knuckles and your fingerprints so you feel the center of your palms lifting. And finding your Ujjayi breath in and out of the nose. Lift your heels high, bend your knees, look forward, and step your feet behind your wrists and fold. Lift halfway. Exhale, fold and release. Inhale, rise up, palms touch. Maybe you take it into that back bend. And then exhale, dive forward and fold. Take your halfway lift, breathe in. Step back to your plank on your breath out. Ground down, shift forward on your inhale. You can always use your knees, lower all the way down to your belly again. This time, straighten your arms back behind you, point your feet. Press the tops of your feet into the earth, and then inhale, lift your head, your chest, and your palms. Keep the feet on the ground for now. Turn your palms inward and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now pick up your feet, reach through your toes, and feel your pelvis rooting down and grounding down into the earth. Feel that connection there. Keep inhaling to lift, feel your back strengthening. And keep exhaling to squeeze everything to the midline of the body. Take 2 more breaths right here. Breathe in and release. Press up to tabletop position. And then downward facing dog again, hips high. Take 3 full breaths here. Maybe see if you can lower the heels a little bit more. Feel that stretch through your calves. Lift your heels high, bend your knees, look forward, and step your feet to the top. Find your halfway lift, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Rise to stand, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Lift up and back, and then dive forward and fold. Find your halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back to your plank position. Inhale to shift forward and then lower all the way out to your belly again. Remember, you can always use the knees. This time, once you get there, interlace your fingers behind your lower back. And if that doesn't feel good, you can always keep the palms open like we just did. Zip up your legs, point your feet. And then inhale, lift everything up for your bound locust pose. Keep your gaze down and forward so the neck is long. And feel your whole back strengthening. As you breathe in, lift higher. As you breathe out, stay and find some ease in your face. Try not to strain. Keep lifting up through your triceps muscles rather than locking the elbows out. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Slide your palms under your shoulders. Press up to tabletop and now find a child's pose, balasana. So take your knees wide, big toes to touch. Sit your hips back on your heels and walk your hands forward to melt your forehead down. And take a few breaths here. Really feel the lower back, the hips opening up. You can take open mouth exhales if your heart is beating kind of fast. Maybe rock your forehead side to side. Feel your third eye connecting to the earth. And when you're ready, make sure to come back to your Ujjayi breath, reconnecting, using the breath to stay really present in your practice. And remember, you can always stay in your child's pose or come back here if you need to rest. We're gonna find our way back up to down dog. So rise up to your hands and knees, lift your hips high, and settle in. This time, lift your right leg high, three-legged down dog. And just stay here. Really lift your left heel high and use your right glutes and hamstring muscles to lift that leg a little higher as you press through the earth. Take a breath in here. When you exhale, bring your knee in towards your nose. Really press into the ground and then step your foot between your hands. You can always use your right hand to step that foot forward a bit more. Spin your back heel flat and then rise up for warrior one. So the hips are squared. Your right hip's back in line with your left. Keep the back heel pressing down. So if you need to, you can always step the foot forward a little bit. And find a neutral curve in the lower back. So lift your lower belly up and in. Pinkies in, relax your shoulders, and just gaze down and forward. Press down through the feet so you feel that energy coming up again. Lift through your heart space and the crown of your head. And just holding it here. Breathing. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, take your hands down to frame your right foot, tent the fingertips, and start to straighten out your right leg for pyramid. Now the leg doesn't have to come all the way straight, it can stay kind of bent. Lift your heart a little bit, bump your right hip back in line with your left so you feel that outer hip and thigh starting to open up as well as the hamstrings. And then fold over your leg and just breathe here. Again, feel the lower back releasing as well as the hips and the hamstrings. Stay with your breath. 2 more rounds of breath here. Now you're going to bend into your right knee and step your left foot to meet your right. Bring your big toes to touch and keep a little space in your heels. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit the weight back into your heels. Scoop your lower belly in again and relax your shoulders. You can always reach straight forwards. And then pick up your toes and spread them nice and wide, grounding down through the 4 corners of your feet, just like we did before when we were standing. Let's take a breath here. Exhale, sit low, airplane your arms, and squeeze your shoulder blades together like we did in our Shalabhasana before. Inhale, reach forward. 2 more, exhale, sweep it back. 1 more time, breathe in. And breathe out. This time find single leg Tadasana. So lift your left knee into your chest. Reach your arms back up overhead. And ground down through your right foot. So really press down. Lift through your belly. Lift through your heart. Lift through the crown of your head. Take a breath in here. On your exhale, big toes touch, fold forward. Take your halfway lift. Plant your palms, step back to plank. Take an inhale to shift forward and lower all the way down to your belly again. Interlace the fingers behind your lower back. Maybe do the opposite grip this time, opposite thumb on top. And again, you can always keep the palms open. Inhale to lift up, find your bound locust pose. And then stay here. 2 more rounds of breath. Lengthening through the front of the body. Strengthening through the back of the body. 1 more big breath in. Exhale, release. Press up to tabletop or plank. And then lift your hips high for downward facing dog. This time, lift your left leg high. At the same time, lift your right heel as high as you can. Feel the glute muscles on your left leg, really lifting that left heel higher. Breathe in. Knee to nose, press into the earth. And lightly step your foot between your hands. Again, you can use that left hand on the ankle to move the foot forward. Spin your back heel flat, so the right toes point towards the top right edge of the mat, and then reach your arms up overhead. Lift your belly up and in. Gaze down and forward, hips stay square. Keep lifting through your lower belly and finding that neutral curve in your lower back. So you should feel that front of the right hip, your hip flexors, lengthening out. Take 2 more rounds of breath here. Inhale. Exhale, fingertips frame your left foot and begin to straighten out your left leg. Again, it can stay bent. You'll still get all of the benefits of the posture. Lift your heart, lengthen through your lower back. And then fold over your left leg. Breathe into the belly of the hamstrings. Finding a slight engagement through the front of your thighs will help to lengthen the back of the thighs a little bit more. 1 more breath in here. Start to lunge, look forward, and then step your right foot to meet your left. Big toes kiss, little space between the heels. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit the weight back in the heels, sweep your arms back, and squeeze your shoulder blades together. 2 more times, breathe in. And breathe out. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Single leg Tadasana. Lift your right thigh up and into your chest this time. Ground down through your left foot and use the strength of your abs and your hip flexors to keep lifting that right thigh. So try not to lean back, lean in towards the leg. Take 2 more breaths here. Press down through your left foot. 1 more inhale. Big toes touch, dive forward and fold. Take your halfway lift, breathe in. Plant your palms, step back to plank. Inhale to shift forward. Lower all the way to your belly. Palms reach back, they'll stay open this time, just 1 breath. Lift as high as you can, feel your pelvis pressing down. And then exhale, release. Press up to plank or tabletop, downward facing dog. We're gonna take that breath to movement 1 time. So settle into your down dog, take a deep breath in. Cleansing breath out. Ujjayi breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Really press into the ground, pull the belly in and step forward. Spin your back heel flat, warrior one, rise up. Hands frame your right foot on your exhale. Inhale, straighten your right leg, pyramid. Exhale, look forward, bend the knee, and step your left foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, airplane your arms. Single leg Tadasana, left thigh lifts up and into your chest. Exhale, dive forward and fold. Halfway lift. Step back to plank. Inhale to shift forward. Lower all the way down. Reach the arms back, Shalabhasana, breathe in. Exhale, release. Palms come under the elbows. If you want to press up to plank, inhale. Down dog on your exhale. Left leg high, breathe in. Step your left foot forward on your breath out. Spin your back heel flat, Virabhadrasana 1, arms up. Frame your foot as you exhale. Inhale for pyramid. Exhale to look forward and lunge. Step your right foot to meet your left. Take a halfway lift. And fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. One time, airplane your arms. Single leg Tadasana, right thigh up and in this time. Exhale, fold forward. Lift halfway. Step back to your plank. Inhale, shift forward. Lower all the way down. So this time you have the option to take your locust pose with the palms open. You can also take your bind. You can also bend your knees, reach back for your ankles or feet to set up for Dhammayarasana bow. So just rest your chin back down, bring your thighs a little closer together, and flex your feet. On your inhale, kick up and back, and that kicking sensation will lift your head and your heart. Again, if you have the ankles, flex the feet so it's like you're pressing the feet up towards the sky. Try to press your shins towards the top of the wall behind you and keep the neck long. 3 more breaths. Last 2. Inhale to kick. And gently release, let it go. Bring your left cheek to your mat, just relax everything down. Feel your heart beat into the earth. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. And let everything slow down. Switch to the other cheek for a moment so that you even out the sides of the neck. Toes can turn in, or you can bend the knees and windshield wiper the legs side to side a couple of times. Feel the lower back and the hips release. And then straighten the legs. Start to press up to your hands and knees. And then find your child's pose again, knees wide. Big toes touch, hips back on the heels. This time, if you want to add on, bring your palms together. Bend your elbows and take your thumbs behind the nape of your neck. And from there, you'll wiggle your elbows forward a bit more and sit your hips back a little bit more. So you feel that lengthening from your elbows all the way down to your tailbone. Just take a few moments here. Allow your heartbeat to slow down. Allow your breath to come back. So it's smooth and steady, coming in and out of your nose. And remembering, if that's not comfortable, you can always breathe out of your mouth. And you can stay here as long as you'd like. When you're ready, you're going to make your way back to your downward facing dog. Lift your hips high. And we're just going to take all of that and add on. Lift your right leg high. Step your right foot between your hands. Spin your back heel flat. Warrior one, inhale, rise up. This time, interlace your fingers behind your lower back. Lift your heart as you press down through your feet. Take a little back bend, broaden across your chest. And then dive forward for your humble warrior. So your right shoulder can rest on top of or inside of your right thigh. Once you get there, hug your right hip back in line with your left. Make sure there's a little bend in your elbows. So you're not hyperextending the elbows, there's a little bend. And maybe you gaze inside of your right foot and towards your back leg, which is really strong. Lift halfway. Take your hands to frame your right foot and then come back to pyramid again. Straighten out the legs. This time on your breath in, we're going to come to standing split. So 10th of fingertips. That right knee can stay bent as you lift your left leg. And then you can keep your chest lifted, or to take it deeper, you can fold over your right thigh. And we're just here for 3 breaths. So feel the back of your right leg lengthening and the back of your left leg strengthening. One more inhale. On your exhale, find your forward fold and separate your feet wide to the edges of your mat. We're going to take it into Malasana. So heels in, toes out, palms to your heart. Okay, if this is uncomfortable, you can always sit on a pillow, or if you have a yoga block with you, you can use that. Press your palms into one another, press your thighs open, and then at the same time, squeeze your thighs in and press up through your feet so you find a bit of a lift. Lift up through your pelvic floor. Your Mula Bandha. Your Mula Bandha is your root lock, so it's directly connected to your root chakra. So to engage the Mula Bandha, you think about if you're stopping a stream of pee, okay? So you're finding that lift through the pelvic floor. So we're engaging there. We're engaging through the Uddiyana Bandha, your belly lock. We're lifting through the heart and then tilting the chin down to engage our Jalandhara Bandha. So you're gonna feel that long line of energy coming up from the earth all the way up through the crown of your head. Okay, also feel physically your hips and your lower back opening. You might feel those legs kind of working to hold you up. We'll take one more breath right here. And then on your exhale, hands down, heel toe the big toes together to touch. Come into chair pose again, breathe in. And then airplane your arms, sweep it back. Float your left thigh into your chest, single leg Tadasana. And this time we're gonna take it to tree pose, Vrikshasana. So take the left hand to the left ankle to take the sole of your foot to your inner right thigh. If that's not feeling good today, you can take the sole of your left foot to your right calf. Or you can even take the left toes on the ground like a little kickstand. Okay, so find your foot placement above or below the knee joint. And then actively press the thigh and the foot equally into one another. And when you're ready, you can extend the arms towards the sky. Gazing down over the tip of your nose will help you stay the most balanced. And breathe. Lift through those bandhas like we just practiced. And feel the right foot pressing into the earth as you lift all the way up. Feel that energy coming up from the ground, up through your foot, your leg, into your hips, up your spine, and through the crown of your head. If you want to play with challenging your balance, you can look up or you can play with closing down your eyes. And then slowly float your left leg forward and fold forward. From here, you can just kind of pedal out the feet, shake out that right foot. Okay, we'll take a halfway lift, find your flat back, and then take a toe squat. Tense your fingertips, lift your heels high, and then round and curl your spine. So you feel the bottoms of the feet stretching out here for a moment. Take a breath in, and fold. Step back to your plank, and then just lift your hips high for downward facing dog. We're gonna take that through the other side. Lift your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Spin your back heel flat and rise up for warrior one. Breathe in. Interlace your fingers behind your lower back. Lift your heart. And then find your humble warrior. Left shoulder on top of or inside of your left thigh. Keep a little bend in those elbows. Draw your left hip back. And just hang out here. So the legs are really strong. The core is really strong. And then the upper body is just kind of beginning to relax, allowing gravity to open it up. Lift halfway. Hands frame your left foot. And then straighten out your left leg for pyramid. Coming into standing split. So tense your fingertips out in front of you and pick up your right leg. Again, you can keep the chest lifted. You can keep a little bend in your left knee, or you can start to fold over your left thigh. Just a few breaths here. Keep the hips closed, so rather than opening them, keep that right hip rolling down. I always like to say, think of rolling your right pinky toe towards the earth. Breathe in here. And forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale, airplane your arms. And this time, pick your right leg up and into your chest. I don't remember if I mirrored you last time, but I'm mirroring you this time. Okay, take the right hand to the right ankle and slide the right foot to the inner left thigh or the calf. Yeah, I think I did the wrong side last time. So now I'm mirroring you. Press the foot and the leg into one another. Press your palms into one another. And then when you're ready, reach your arms up towards the sky. So really find that lift. Stay with your breath. Soften your face. Right, so we're active through all four of our limbs, but we're soft in the face. We're soft and controlled in the breath. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Float your right leg to center. Big toes touch, fold forward. Come back to your toe squat. So lift your heels up, squat down. And then you can either stay here, or if you'd like to play with your crow pose, you're gonna take the palms on the ground. So you're spreading the fingers really wide, grounding down through the knuckles and the fingerprints. Take your knees high onto your triceps, and then gaze a couple of feet in front of you. Start to shift forward, keep your elbows in, and then maybe play with picking up one foot and then the other. Okay, we're lifting through the Mula Bandha, hugging the heels up towards the booty, and breathing here. When you're ready, toes down, step back to your plank position, and then find your downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. And out. Lift your heels high, bend your knees, and then come through to a seat. Straighten your legs out in front of you with a nice little bend in the knees. Press down through your sitting bones. You can kind of take the flesh out from underneath you. And then sit up really tall so you feel the lower back lengthen. Reach forward through your arms and breathe in. And then fold over your thighs. So try to get your belly on your thighs. Reach for the outer edges of your feet. And then lengthen through the back of your neck. So there's a long line from your tailbone to the crown of your head. From here, inhale. And then fold a little deeper. Maybe straighten your legs out a little bit more, as long as you can keep that belly to thigh connection. And we do that so that we also get a release in the lower back as well as in the hamstrings. So you want to feel where the hamstrings attach to your sitting bones, all the way up to there, feeling that stretching. And then you can place the arms down and just kind of keep the neck long, so don't round forward completely. Keep the chest lifted a little bit. Maybe close your eyes and just breathe here. And then you're going to roll up slowly. Reach forward on your inhale. Tuck your tailbone under and slowly lower it down all the way to your back, one vertebrae at a time. Forward a little bit. Once you get there, walk your feet in so your heels come towards your sitting bones, arms reach down by your sides, head on the earth. Lift your hips up to come into your bridge. Okay, so lift your hips as high as you can and then lower them an inch. Scoop your lower belly in so you feel the distance between your pubic bone and your navel shorten, and you feel your lower abs begin to work. From here, you can interlace your fingers underneath your lower back, shimmy the shoulder blades together, but you can create little robot arms. Okay, if you have a full wheel in your practice, you're welcome to go there, but I'm not going to take you through it today. So only go there if you already know what you're doing. Press down through your feet and lift through your inner thighs. And take about 4 more rounds of breath here. Inhale. Slowly lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. Okay, pick up your right leg, straighten it towards the sky, and then cross your right ankle over your left thigh to find a supine figure 4. So we'll pick up the left leg, thread your right arm between your legs, and interlace behind that left thigh, and hug your left leg in towards your body so you feel your outer right hip opening up. And just stay here and breathe into that outer right hip. Feel your sacrum pressing down. Maybe play with rocking side to side a little bit. Just see how those subtle little shifts feel in your hip. Gently release your hands, place your left foot on the ground. Straighten your right leg up towards the sky and then place your right foot on the earth. Straighten your left leg up, inhale. Exhale, cross left ankle over the right thigh. We'll take our supine figure 4 on the other side. So left arm between your legs, interlace behind the right thigh or in front of the right shin. And begin to hug the leg in towards your body. Feel the hips releasing. Take 2 more rounds of breath. Release your right foot down. Straighten your left leg towards the sky. And then place the foot down. Separate your feet wide to the edges of your mat and tap your knees together. Place your right hand on your belly, your left hand on your heart. And just take a moment here, allowing the lower back to open up a little bit, allowing the psoas to just relax. Feel your heartbeat with your palm. And reconnect with that rise and fall of your breath. Keep your feet wide, separate your knees, and take your arms out to the sides. Take a breath in. On your exhale, lower your knees to the left. So just taking little windshield wipers here. Inhale, point your knees up and lower them to the right on your exhale. And just do that a couple times, side to side, moving slowly. Breathing into your hips and your lower back. And next time your knees go to the left, you're gonna hold them there for a gentle twist. And you can just look over your right shoulder, close the eyes and relax. If you have a deeper twist in your practice already, you're welcome to go there. Inhale your knees back to center, and then exhale, lower them to the right. Look over your left shoulder and then stay or take whatever variation you took before. Inhale the knees back to center. We'll take it into a happy baby. So lift the feet up, arms inside of your thighs, and then grab for your calves, ankles, or feet. Make sure your sacrum, that flat triangular bone on your lower back, is pressing down. And just feel your hips opening here for a moment. And then if you can keep the sacrum down, you can rock side to side and just massage everything out. Take your hands behind your thighs and rock up to a seat. And we are going to find a comfortable seat for meditation. I'm going to check on something. We're good. So find your comfortable meditation seat. Palms face down on your thighs again. It's a bit more grounding. And when you're ready, you're going to just close your eyes back down. Sit up nice and tall. Just like earlier, feel your sitting bones pressing down as you lift up through your heart and through the crown of your head. Bring your awareness back to the base of your spine. And now at the base of your spine, begin to imagine a bright red wheel of energy spinning around and around. And visualizing that energy, notice the pace at which it spins. Maybe it's slow, moderate, or fast. And then begin to visualize that wheel of energy spinning at a moderate pace. So if it wasn't already there, consciously slow it down or speed it up so that it spins at a nice, balanced, moderate pace. Now begin to see if you can not only visualize it, but feel that energy moving, spinning, rotating at the base of your spine. This energy, this energetic center is your root chakra, Muladhara. Again, it's our center of feeling safe, secure, and grounded. It's where we feel comfortable in our bodies and in our human experience. And where we can live from a place of trust over fear. So repeat to yourself the mantra, I am safe and secure in my body and on this planet. I am safe and secure in my body and on this planet. I am safe and secure in my body and on this planet. Stay here for a few more moments. You can repeat that mantra to yourself a few more times. Just really tuning into your experience right here. When you're ready, you will lay down flat on your back in your Shavasana. Once you're laying down on your back, take your feet wide, allow the toes to fall outwards. You can take your palms face down on your hip bones for a bit more grounding. Close your eyes and allow yourself just a few minutes here to completely relax and surrender, allowing the earth to support you and hold you as you let go. You can stay as long as you'd like in your Shavasana. If you're ready to begin to reawaken, just take a big full breath in, fill up the entirety of your lungs, and then take an open mouth exhale. Slowly touch the tip of each finger to your thumb. Wiggle your toes. Rock your head side to side. Take a full body stretch. Reach your arms above your head. Reach through your fingertips and your toe tips. And then hug your knees into your chest and roll to your left side to find a calming, grounding fetal position. Support your head with your left arm. Place your right palm to the earth in front of your heart. And one last time, with your right palm, feel that connection to the earth. Take a moment of gratitude for your physical body, for the breath that allows you to stay alive in this physical body, and for anything else that you're grateful for right now in this moment. From there, you'll press yourself up to a seat with your eyes closed. Bring your palms together in front of your heart in your Anjali Mudra. Sit up tall and feel your heart beat with the backs of your thumbs. Let's take one more giant breath in together. Fill up all the way to the top. Open mouth exhale. Seal your thumbs to your third eye. And bowing forward with love, light, and gratitude, from my heart to yours, namaste. You can refer to your journaling prompts and your grounding tools for day one. See you tomorrow.